Hello, everybody. My name is Dylan King, and welcome to the TechHub.training Alteryx Campaign Captain Challenge Solution. I'm excited to walk you guys through the challenge I created. Let's get to it. So, first thing you guys should see as you input the data, there's some inconsistencies. Um, as we go here, candidate name, some are caps lock, some are not. Candidate office, some have just one letter, H for House Representatives, some are typed out to say House. If you scroll down, some would say P and President, some would say S and Senate. Here for the candidate office state, there's some that have the two-letter abbreviation, some that are completely typed out, as well as the candidate party affiliation. Some have a three-letter abbreviation, and some are completely typed out. So we want to make it all uniform so we can compare the data. First thing I did was I used a regex just to simply cut off the rest of the candidate office, so just the first letter. So all of mine will show H or P or S. The next one, super similar, I did the same thing for candidate party affiliation, just to have the first three letters, so either rep or dem or the other parties. If you can still see here, there's still some inconsistencies with capitalization. I cleaned that up here with the next data cleansing tool. So I used for candidate name, office, and the party affiliation, I just made sure they're all uppercase. Next, I replaced the null values with zeros. This next one is a little tricky here. I wanted to replace all the states with just their two-letter abbreviation. I just use a text input, which I copy and pasted from that website I gave you guys in the hints. To make it a little easier for you guys, make it more convenient, I gave you guys just a spreadsheet you could also input. But if you connect those two datas on a find replace tool, we're able to get rid of all those states that are fully typed out and just have the two-letter abbreviation. And lastly, for cleansing, I just used a unique tool to make sure that there's no duplicates. You can just do that using the candidate ID. Now we can get right into analysis. So here's the fun part. As it said in the challenge, our candidate, he's got a lot of money. He's willing to throw all his money into this campaign. So we want to see if there's a connection between the percentage of the funds the candidate throws into the campaign over the total funds we have, and if there's a connection between that and winning. So first, I just created a formula, the formula I gave you guys. So the contributions that the candidate puts in over the total contributions, I multiplied by 100 just to have a nice even percentage. And we determined that over 50% is pretty significant, and we want to see if there's a connection based on that. So using these summarized tools, we see here that there was 106 candidates who ran for the House of Representatives that their total contribution was comprised of more than 50% of their own funds. And of those 106, only two won. So not too many. Just for kicks, I did the opposite. So these people did not contribute more than 50%, and obviously a lot won. So there's no correlation here. So we would not recommend to our candidates to use a lot of his funds. We can fundraise in other ways. The next analysis we wanted to do was see if there is a correlation in coverage time. And so still, we're just looking at House Representative candidates. We used a formula to calculate the amount of days a candidate was in coverage. We want to see if there is any recency bias in play here, or if it was just the more media attention, the better. So we calculated the average for all candidates, and this was the average amount of days that they were in coverage. And we simply just input this here in a filter tool, see which candidates were above average and which were below average. And again, we see here, these were the ones who were above average, and there was a strong correlation here. So a lot of winners came from those who were above average. And on the flip-flop, we got the candidates who were below average, and clearly not as many. And so there's a strong correlation here, and we want to recommend to our candidate, hey, get your name out there, announce your candidacy so you can build your name in the community. And the last analysis we wanted to run was if there was a correlation between spending a lot in your in respective state, because we know that spending and raising varies greatly on the state you're in. So first, we just calculated the average contributions per state, and you see we got that here. Next, we joined this because we just wanted to attach this data to the overall data that we have back here. So we did a join. We just joined on the state abbreviations. And so if we scroll all the way to the right here, we got this new column for average total contributions per state. So you can see for each state, there's a new average, which is great to have. Next, I made a kind of fun column. It's called Big Razor to see if they were above average in the respective state. Y for yes, N for no. So this is just seeing if their total contribution was above this average for their state. We divided it up again by those who were and those who weren't. And just like the last problem, we see there's a strong correlation. So here, for those who were above average for raising in their respective state, you can see here there's more than 75% win. And those who didn't, there's a pretty strong correlation that they did not win. So here we clearly recommend, hey, we need to be big raisers. We need to be aware of what other candidates are raising in our states and find ways that we can raise more than them, because there's a clear correlation between that and winning. And lastly, I challenge you guys to come up with a question of your own to be prepared for that strategy meeting. I'm excited to see you guys came up with. And if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. Hope you guys enjoy the challenge. Have a great rest of your day. See ya.